They lived in the same century, at opposite ends of the earth, and neither knew the other had ever drawn breath. One died in Athens, drinking poison handed to him by the city he refused to flee. The other died in the state of Lu, an old man who had spent his life knocking on the doors of kings, asking them to be better. 10 years between their lifetimes, 3,000 miles between their worlds. Tonight, we close that distance. Two figures climb toward an old stone well, where two paths cross. The Greek walks barefoot. The Chinese sage moves slowly, hands folded, and one question waits for them at the water. How should we live together? Socrates of Athens. He owned nothing, wrote nothing, and asked everything. From his trial, set down by Plato, one line has outlived empires.
The unexamined life is not worth living. A city of sleepers is no city at all, only a crowd that has agreed not to wake.
And from the East, Confucius, Master Kong, a man who believed order was not a cage, but the shape love takes when it grows up.
Do not impose on others what you do not wish for yourself. This is the whole of it. Begin there, and the world arranges itself.
Their disagreement is not loud. It is patient. It is about where a good life begins, with the question or with the bow, and it has never been settled. Every law you obey, every custom you keep, every rule you break, you are taking a side in this conversation, whether you know it or not. They leave the well and walk. The grass thins, olive trees gather along a dry stone wall, and the light turns to ember.
Tell me, Kong, you speak of harmony, but what if the custom is wrong? The father cruel, the ruler unjust, the ritual hollow. Must I bow to it still?
You ask as a man who has never been cold. Harmony is not silence before a tyrant. To serve a ruler well is sometimes to oppose him to his face, but you do not begin by tearing down the house you were born in.
Then how do you know the house is sound? I trust no wall I have not knocked on. Show me one good custom, and let us test whether it holds.
Test it, yes, but a man who pulls up the roots each morning to inspect them will never taste the fruit.
Here, their paths divide. For Socrates, nothing is true until it survives the question. For Confucius, some things must be lived before they can be understood. The trees close overhead, a curtain of mist, and when it lifts, the olive grove is gone. Bamboo stands in its place, pale and tall, a stream running under a wooden bridge.
Is harmony unexamined, not a lie agreed upon? 100 men nodding at a thing not one of them has tested.
And can a city of only questioners survive a single winter? Who plants the grain while you interrogate the soil? Who buries the dead with tenderness if every right must first be proven?
It is a fair blow. Socrates does not answer at once.
Perhaps, but a right no one questions becomes a chain no one feels. I would take a city that argues and stays awake over one that sleeps in perfect step.
If a man has no humanity in him, what has he to do with ritual? I never asked for empty bowing. The bow without love is theater, but love without form spills like water and feeds nothing.
The bamboo thins, the mist falls away, and beneath their feet an old road appears, stone worn smooth by wheels, long since turned to dust. This road was built by the dead, for the living, and the living will leave it to those not yet born. Both men feel it. The question narrows to its edge. What do the generations owe each other? The truth or the order that carries it?
Look at this road. No one alive laid these stones. We walk on the gift of strangers. That is what ritual is, Socrates. The path the dead built so the living would not have to crawl. To honor it is not blindness, it is gratitude.
And yet, I, who questioned everything, drank the poison my city handed me. I could have fled. I did not. I had agreed to live under her laws, and a man does not keep only the laws he likes. So do not tell me the questioner has no loyalty. Mine cost me my life.
And there it is, the strange knot at the center of them both. The man who obeyed unto death spent his life teaching others to distrust their own certainty. The man who bowed to ritual demanded the heart come first, or the bowing meant nothing.
When you know a thing, to hold that you know it. And when you do not know it, to allow that you do not know it. That is knowledge.
In Kong, I have spent 70 years saying that same sentence to men who would not hear it. Perhaps we were never as far apart as the maps pretend.
Did they agree in the end? No. Read them again and you will not be sure. One still begins with the question, the other still with the bow. But for a moment, on a road neither of them built, each saw something in the other's face. They climb, the stars come out, and below them, in a valley with no name, the fires of a village begin to light, one by one, hearth after hearth. 100 small flames in the dark.
There, down there, that is the city we have been arguing about.
Families at their fires, each one keeping a custom, each one perhaps with a child who will ask why.
2 old men on a hill, one who questioned a city until it killed him, one who served an order it would take centuries to build. Neither lived to learn who was right. Neither of them needed to. Down in the valley, the fires keep burning. Someone is keeping a tradition tonight, and someone among them is about to ask why. So we leave it with you. When the custom and the question pull against each other, which do you trust? The fire you were handed, or the doubt that wakes you in the night? 2 minds, one question, across time.